Hey, all right. How's it going? This is the Dead Man's Tone Podcast. Your host, Mr. Deadman. Oh, that's the wrong screen. I'm giving that one away too soon. Okay, your host, Mr. Deadman. With me tonight is Tony Evans. We're talking about Sour, his new book. It's about witches and bitches. So we're talking about witches tonight.
Witches mostly, yeah.
Mostly witches. Mostly. Yeah. Though sometimes witches can be bitches, but not all bitches are witches. And not all witches are bitches. It just happens.
That's true.
Okay. And ladies, before you get mad at me about using that word, you know what I'm talking about. I know you know a friend or a former friend who was a bit. Come on. You know. I'm sure you know a basic B in your life too. Come on now. Let's be real. Anyway, Tony Evans with us here to talk about Sour. What else? This is a release party. So everything I'm talking about here, not everything, but on occasion we go into the pulling information from the Facebook event, the live event party there. Like it'll be various discussions, polls, caption contests, and me giving out prizes, giving out the paperback copy of Sour. We have 2 of them out, and also 4 copies of the ebook version as well. So there's that.
Sweet. Sounds good.
I believe TerraTract has offered to give out, their merchandise as well if they want to. That's great. I have no problem with that at all. In fact, more to give out is even better. So cool. We should have a lively party. All right. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do for every purchase of Sour live on this show. For every purchase, I will take a shot of this moonshine over here. Let me put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Right here. Okay. I'm not faking. This is a pecan pie moonshine. All right. All you have to do is somehow send me a verification of the purchase, snapshot, a screenshot. They're very easy to do on your phone. Just make that happen. Send it to me on Facebook or somehow. And I'll get it, and I'll take a shot. All right. Hell, you know what? I'll even give a few of you guys a pass and do the honor method. You just say you purchased it, and I'll just take that shot. Okay. All right.
Well, somebody already did post.
Oh, they did on the event page.
Yeah, I saw earlier somebody actually already posted.
Let me see. Let me watch this. Let me watch it live. All right.
They bought it last night, though, I think. So I don't know if that counts for you. But.
Oh, well, I'll still make that count. I'll make that count. So I'll go ahead and start off with a shot. I'll do that. Let's start off with a shot here. A pecan pie. And while I do, let's talk about our first topic here tonight. Tony Evans, as someone who wrote Sour, do you even believe in witches?
That's a good question. Okay, you got to approach this. So, my profession is that I'm a biologist, so I'm a scientist by nature. So I'm going to approach this from a different direction. Absolutely, I believe in witches, in that there are people who practice witchcraft. Do I believe in women or men who fly around on brooms or have the power to live forever? Absolutely not. But there are people who practice witchcraft daily. So yeah, I guess I do believe in witches.
You believe in witches? That's good.
I do. I want to believe in the witches that can turn into black cats and eat children, as bad as that sounds. But I just can't believe in it.
You want to believe in the Hocus Pocus witches? I think that's a common trope in all forms of witches, right? Like you got Hocus Pocus, you got various movies have that steal the soul, feed off kids somehow. All right.
Oh yeah. Well, they're one of the old stories that I always heard is they steal babies and they peel the flesh off of them and they either eat it raw or they boil it so that they can have the power to fly.
Damn.
And that really fascinates me. That mindset and that whole mythology behind that just fascinates me. Why you would hate group of people so much
right?
to say that they do those things. But
Now, this might be a good time to do a true fact. By the way, this is true. Not bullshitting. Did you know that in the country Swaziland, not Switzerland, but Swaziland. I don't even know what that country is. That it is illegal for witches to fly higher than 150 meters. It's a real
so as
law.
long as they're yeah.
So they could fly. This is a real law. First of all, this is a real country, Swaziland. Okay, not bullcrapping. Okay. But yeah, they actually have a law where you can't fly any higher than 150 meters. So I guess they have some witches flying around. I don't know. They take their witchcraft very seriously.
I mean, I guess they don't want them interfering with their air traffic.
No, I guess not. Oh shit! But you know what? There are people here in America that take witches very seriously. I think I heard it was like what 30%, 40% of Americans believe in witches. I don't know if it's that high, but it might be even higher. I don't know.
And I assume you mean that we're talking like they believe in the Hocus Pocus shapeshifter type witches. That's
those polls. I don't think those polls actually specify. I think it's just like supernatural witches and whatever that can mean.
Right.
So it could be they believe that maybe people cast a spell on someone, or maybe someone like delves into it, like because there are real witches in that there's people who practice like I guess Wicca are like the more pagan religions. Yeah. Okay. All right. But they're not the supernatural witches that transform and crap like that. They're actually kind of boring. Because I say it because I don't really as someone who used to practice, and this is going to be a little revealing, Wicca for like a couple years when I was like a teenager or whatever. That stuff got boring. That stuff got real boring. But do you have any personal experience with witches?
Oh, well, so I grew up in a I'll start it off like this. I grew up in a really small town in eastern Kentucky. And it was one of those things where people say you come from the head of a holler, which is just a hollow, like a valley. Mm-hmm. And that's true. But my mom, she used to, like you, she dabbled in Wicca a little bit, and she did tarot cards, and she did all that stuff. And for as long as I can remember, from as far back as I can remember, my mom and my dad both, they always knew of a witch that lived somewhere around where I grew up. Now, I grew up at close to the middle of this holler, and they always told the story about this woman who lived way back in the holler, who nobody messed with, and she had powers to help heal people, powers, and that stuff's kind of true, I guess, the herbal remedy shit. But this lady, I'll never forget when my dad first told me that story, and he used to tell it all the time. She apparently had the power to change forms and turn into a Black Panther.
Oh wow!
And yeah, it's just a really cool story, man. Of course, as a child, it scared the shit out of me. But obviously now I don't believe that kind of stuff happens. That's just one example of a witch. An old woman that lived up in the head of the hollow that just nobody talked to.
Right.
But anybody that you talk to from back where I'm from, they all, you won't find a person who doesn't know of a holler witch somewhere.
Of a holler witch.
They call them holler witches, yeah.
Now, do they make it into the news? Like, do they do certain things that like has been documented?
No, not that I ever know of. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I remember this person, and I'm not going to say any names because these people, they still know me. But this one person claimed that she had got possessed by the devil. And she was, it was just an attention thing is all that it was. But she had claimed that she got possessed by the devil, and she was a young girl. And they had to get a Holler Witch to try to help her. So apparently there's a difference in a Holler Witch and like a real witch. I guess a Holler Witch is one that uses herbal remedies and stuff to try to help people, more along the lines of that kind of thing. But no, I've never seen them make it into the news. I do remember a werewolf making it into the news.
Oh yeah, but see, here's what's interesting. There are stories and things you'll hear, right? Like urban legends or myths or whatever. They aren't going to really make it to the news. Like,
oh yeah.
So you've heard stories about the witch, the Holler Witch. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure there's some stories in various forms, and this actually kind of reminds me of your book Sour, because that's kind of like how it came about, right? The family knew about this witch.
Absolutely.
This legend. They were warned not to mess with it, but the dad messed with it anyway. Or who would become the dad?
Well, yeah, and you know, if you read, like, if there's anybody that's either listening now or that will listen to this later that reads almost anything that I write, they'll see that witchcraft really plays a very prominent role in a lot of my stories, and that is because of that all those stories that I was told as a kid. And Sour was kind of brought on by that witch that was supposed to shapeshift into this giant cat. I just kind of took a different direction.
Okay.
There's also two other things that kind of influenced it, but I'll talk about that, I guess, a little later.
Yeah, I mean the witch in your book is incredible. Like, it, first off, it reminds me of the witch from the movie The Witch, kind of like the old lady, the old hag, or like Haggis.
Yeah.
Is that her name? The witch.
Yeah, Haggis. That's a witch from a really popular movie back in about 1989 that I really liked.
Yeah, I had that vibe too, because it was like that old lady, and she was like, her body was all weathered and all that stuff, dried out.
Oh yeah.
And they were torturing her for a reason. Revenge. Okay, so there is a question in the chat from Becky. True or false? Most witches weren't burned at the stake. What do you think?
I would say that's probably true.
That most witches weren't burned at the stake.
Let me clarify. It depends on if you're talking about in the United States or in a different country. Definitely in the United States, I would say that most of them were probably hanged, because that was kind of the primary form of execution, I would imagine, in the 15, 16, 1700s.
It takes less resources to hang someone than it does to burn them. I mean, that's
yeah, you need a rope. That's it.
Right. I mean, that wood could be used for, I don't know, starting a fire in your house, keeping you warm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they didn't have air conditioners.
Mm-hmm. So I would say that's true too, that most witches weren't burned at the stake. Correct.
Yeah,
correct, Amundo. All right. And I took a shot at that. So I have 2 shots in. I only have a few. I think I'm maybe 1 shot worth in this pecan pie. But I have plenty of beer here. I'll chug some beers. Okay. Get me drunk here tonight. Y'all can do it. You just have to buy a copy of Sour. Make it happen. All right.
Destroying your liver in the name of good witches.
Good witches. Damn straight. Like Mary Poppins. Great witch. Best witch. We'll get into that a little bit. Best witches. But any other witch stories? Any other witch stories you might have heard growing up?
Oh, there was an old graveyard. It wasn't around. It wasn't around where I grew up. My mom, she grew up in a different part of the county than I did. But when my mom was younger, she always told about this graveyard that people shouldn't go around, and it was apparently because this woman, and again, she didn't have a name, who was supposed to be a witch. She would go there each night and talk to Satan, of whom she sold her soul to, right? She sold her soul to Satan, and she would go there every night and kind of talk about what she had done through the day to please him.
Okay.
That,
Like what?
because that's common with with the whole witch mythology, right?
Mhm.
Is that they become witches by selling their soul to the devil.
Right. I'm
Yeah,
so curious though, because what the conversation would be at the tomb. So wait, she goes to a graveyard. Am I following you right? Because wait,
yeah.
she sold her soul to the devil, but why did she go into a graveyard? Because
Hey,
that's where the devil's at.
I'm guessing. I mean, that's
Huh.
I can't answer that
She
question for
found
you.
Satan's grave, or
Hey,
is it like a
maybe.
fake grave? It's like It's like a telephone or something. It's like Satan. Today, I did something bad. I jaywalked. I I flicked someone off. I didn't use my turn signal in traffic. I mean, who does that, right? I mean, what is there more to the story? Like how bad was she? Like was she like
Well, that's the thing. Like, of course, people would go there, but the whole story is that, and especially on full moon, if you were around that graveyard, the witch would do one of two things. She would either possess you with a spirit, and you would go back to your family, and you would curse the rest of your family, and then you all would die. Or
mhm.
she would, depending on your age, apparently she liked children again. She would take you to hell with her at that point, and then give your soul to Satan.
Take you to hell? All right.
Take you to hell.
Okay. Okay. Well, I have a question here. Does Tony know about the about Witch's Castle? Do you know about Witch's
Witches.
Castle and Utica?
I Oh no, I do not know about Witch's Castle.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm not familiar with Witch's Castle, so that's interesting. Yes, neither one of us know what that is, but I'm sure there is something to that. Oh, okay. Looking at the event party here on Facebook, one of the questions was, "How do you know if you're dating a witch?" Let me just look at these comments real fast. I'm just curious. Let's see. Charles Gramlich says, "You're not sure you're going to live through it." Okay. Look, Tony Evans, you have a comment. You want to elaborate? You want to elaborate on your comment?
Well, this goes kind of to the story. Apparently, witches, at least in Kentucky and West Virginia, they were really known to collect bones, specifically again. And I don't know why this always goes back to kids. Maybe it's just the innocence of of children, but they were supposed to collect bones of children for various purposes. And yeah, so I said it depends, right? One of the clues that I always look for is if the girl collected bones or had what's called a bone bag, which is
Hmm.
really popular in both hoodoo and voodoo.
The
It's kind of a
bone
cool
bag.
concept. Yeah, bone bag, man.
What?
It's a form of divination, right? Where it would they would call it casting the bones.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch witches in television, I mean, one good example I can think of right off the top of my head is the old Kevin Costner movie, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. They go to this witch who she casts bones into this shield. I believe it's a shield she casts them into, and then she spits in it. And based on how the bones landed, she can tell the future of the person who's asked her to do it. And that's kind of the whole concept of a bone bag. There are still a lot of people in the Appalachian Mountains in Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, West Virginia who practice what they call casting or throwing the bones.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hope that they're not bones of humans that they're throwing.
Yeah, you would hope not. You would hope
No,
not. I mean, that would be bad.
yeah, that would be rough. That would be an offense there that you would go to jail for.
So the bone bag. That's one way you can know. Okay.
Bone bag just sounds rough when you say it like a bone bag.
Yeah, this is pretty
Oh my
tough.
goodness.
All right. Let's see. What are some other ways? See, Amy Sparks does it count that I collected the bones of a dead animal and put them together with wire and screws when I was like 11? Yeah. I think you might be. I think you might be a witch.
Yeah.
You might have witch in your blood. What can I tell you?
Amy's a fantastic girl. I'll just go ahead and say that. I actually grew up next door to Amy.
So Amy's all right. Amy's all right.
Amy's all right. She's all right.
We don't have to worry about her. You'd be fine. No,
I don't
hell,
that.
my own mother did something worse. My own mother, like she played a prank on my sister once. This story still doesn't make any sense, but there was a shoebox. So we had an empty shoebox, and she put somehow the paws of a dead cat, like outside the shoebox. So when my sister opens up the box, instead of seeing a cat in there, it would just be like nothing. I don't know how she put that together, why she thought that was a good idea, but she did that thinking it was like the best prank. That's fucked up. I don't even understand. There was no drugs. There was maybe some alcohol involved. I don't know. To this day, that's one story. I still can't wrap my head around it. Maybe my mom's a witch. Maybe I'm a witch.
Maybe you are a witch.
Yeah. There could be male witches. You don't really hear about that much, right?
That's true. They call them warlocks. That's true.
Yeah. See, I'll be like, oh, that's just the patriarchy. The men get the cool names. Warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't run a bitch with warlock. That's the
No,
problem.
no. See, yeah. No, you really can't. You really can't. See, I heard some stories too. But I was working at the psych facility and was working there, working on this one unit with a bunch of dudes who are a bunch of brothers, and one of them was dating this girl, a Louisiana girl, very, very, very swamp, very. Well, that's how they termed it. I'm using their phrase, okay? They're like, man, you got to be careful with her. She's gonna put that magic on you. She's gonna put that blood magic on you. Now they're talking about some voodoo witchcraft. They're talking about like using like blood, pure blood, but it's still that supernatural, superstitious, like kind of what is this we're talking about here? It sounds like a bunch of made up stuff, but you hear stories about that where like,
Yeah.
Women might play do something, do a trick on you, do like a love potion or a love spell or something. Hell, even one of my exes, like I said, was a Wiccan, and she would have all these spells. I was like, okay, where's the spell for money? Because we could use some money right now. And she's like, it doesn't work that way. I'm like, well, then that's the problem. It needs to work that way because I don't understand.
Well, so you're talking about getting spells casted on you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom again. So I grew up in a trailer in Eastern Kentucky, and I may have told you this story. I can't remember, but if you go back and you see that same trailer today, and you go underneath it, and I hope my mom doesn't get mad at me for saying this stuff because she may freak out. And you go underneath the trailer, you can find all these old pill bottles, like ibuprofen or acetaminophen bottles. Mm-hmm. And if you open them up, so what's inside of them would be my name and either the name of a person I didn't like, or the person of a girl that I did like, or maybe the person of a girl that I liked that I already had a boyfriend. And the whole point was she would cast these spells, and she would put our names or their names on a slip of paper and put in the bottle, and then she would pour something over top of it, depending on if I wanted to have this girl or if I wanted this girl and this guy to break up. And she would shake it up and throw it under the trailer because that was a dark place. And apparently this spell called for that stuff to be put into a dark place for it to actually work.
Oh, weird.
So I had a lot of crazy shit like that go on. It was interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah, that is behind the scenes. Wow. Okay, casting spells. Wow, man, how do you feel about that?
I won't say that it was as bad as blood magic, as you put it, but it was.
Well, see, that wasn't me. That was those other guys. I was like the only white guy at that table. I was like, oh, what's going on here? I'm just sitting there playing Contra on my phone, and I was looking. I was like, man, Yeah, you have my attention now. Let's talk about this. You know, well, because and it was an awkward conversation at first because we were talking about something else. It was in those circles sometimes. Those guys, they would often debate about who has the most privilege based on who has the lighter skin, because it was a bunch of brothers. You know, I was like, okay, all right. You guys are just busting each other's balls over bullshit. I'm not in that conversation. But hey, you talking about girl problems? Okay, now I can relate. All right, let's talk. Yeah. All right, let's see. Any other purchases? Come on, I need more shots in here. I think we went over. Do we believe in witches? I think the answer is yeah. We kind of do. I mean, I haven't seen one turn into a cat. You know, I haven't seen a woman ride on a broom. I've seen women try to grind on brooms, but that's different.
Oh man.
You know? That's totally different.
That's scary though.
Yeah. Well, alcohol makes you do stupid stuff. You know?
That's what they say. That's very true.
I think what we go into next is top 10 witches. And after that, I want to ask you, Tony, do you think you are a witch? I got a bunch of stuff lined up here tonight. Oh, wait, I think we have another true or false. True or false? The Pope once declared witches were real.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you, Tony.
I would not doubt that. I would say that that's probably true.
But that is true.
I would say. Yeah.
The Pope said that witches are real one time.
I could see that happening, yeah.
Okay. Is that true? I don't know. I would imagine so as well.
I'll say true.
They did. I mean, there's a lot of people who died under the charge of being a witch. Like,
Yeah, for that kind of and I'm not knocking religion when I say this, but for that kind of mass hysteria to happen, even as far back as the 1700s, the Catholic Church would have had a big part to play in it. So I could definitely see that. Not they had a part to play in it, but they would have influence over the way people thought.
Yeah. Oh my God, is OBS freaking out again? It is. Wow. I think it's about to crash. No, it's not. Okay. I've been noticing though the window capture is not working. Oh wait, do we have it now? No, it's not. Window capture is not working at all. I don't know. I get that, but oh well. Because I would capture you guys' comments and stuff live on the show. But so what I'll do is I'll read it instead. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So we do. We'll go into best witches, top 10 witches. Okay. While I do that, I'll go over also what's going on in the live event. Okay.
Okay.
See if there's anything new. All right. And definitely, Becky in the chat, let me know if there's anything new going on in the group or in the event that I need to be aware of as well, and especially any new purchases because I can take more shots. We have Teresa in the chat as well. Hey, how's it going? For fuck's sakes, can hear now. Ads bombarding me getting in. Yeah. What? There's an ad? Are you serious? This is actually ad friendly for once? Man. Wow. Sorry. I'm surprised.
You're surprised.
I am. Like, everything gets demonetized anymore. Yeah. Okay. All right, so what do you think? Which witches should definitely be on the top 10 witch list?
Okay, this is you're talking from anything like
Anything.
movies,
Movies,
books.
books, comics. I mean, I guess if you want to split hairs, you could have a whole thing about is Storm for the X-Men a witch? Because if she
Hey,
wasn't a mutant, she would be a witch, right?
no, that's definitely true. That's definitely something to think about. Huh?
Wow, a ton of ads. Oh, was it for Stadia? Oh, Teresa, please tell me what the ads were. If it was for Stadia, that'd be funny. Because Google's really trying to push that crap. Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're
Um,
fine.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Now I come up with a list of at least five that I really liked or remember as a child.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is from the movie Legend, and I don't know if you've ever seen that movie or remember it, but it's got Tom Cruise and Tim Curry in it. Tim Curry actually plays the devil, and there's this old. She looks more like a goblin, so it's kind of like the old stereotypical green skinned witch with the long nose, but they call her the Swamp Witch or the Swamp Hag in the movie.
Mm, the Swamp Hag. Okay.
Yeah, she's she's fantastic. I mean, that is when you're a child, especially like I was, everybody was, and you hear about witches. That is absolutely the perfect picture of what went through my mind was the Swamp Witch or the Swamp Hag from Legend.
Okay.
And
I'll add that to the list. Swamp
yeah,
Hag. I have not seen Legend. I don't
oh man,
think
that's a
have I.
great.
Okay, definitely have to watch that and do a review on it too.
Yeah,
But yeah, Swamp Hag. Just so, I mean, what does this witch do? Does she kill any kids?
no, she eats whoever passes through. Um, So he what happens in the movie is well, I don't want to spoil it for you if you're going to watch it, but Tom Cruise's character he's on his way to try to find and kill Satan or rescue something that Satan has sold, and this witch is in the area that he has to pass through to find him, and she once she captures him, her whole intent is to oh yeah, there she is. His whole intent or her whole intent is to eat him because she loves the taste of flesh, especially men or good looking men.
Mm-hmm. So she likes full grown men, not the
Oh yeah,
kids.
no,
Okay. Oh, she might not be that bad of a witch then. I mean, if she goes for the adult, then Hocus Pocus witches would definitely be worse than her. I don't know. She'll be on the list, but I don't know how high up she'll be up there, man. If she gets taken by what's her name, Jessica Parker, right? Wow, wow, that puts things in perspective because she was going after kids, but this witch was not. Okay, and I'll put a list up here on the screen so people will eventually be able to see it. Anyway,
well,
so
you've also got to take into account that this witch lived in a swamp.
yeah,
You know,
can't. I guess you can't choose, right? Beggars can't be choosers, right? That's what I've been told.
oh my God.
I mean, if that's all you can get is Tom Cruise, I guess you're gonna go for Tom Cruise.
Hey, you get what comes through the swamp. That's right.
That is right.
That's all.
All right, let's. Okay, let me add this here. I can put it on the screen here. Let me add more to the list and then I'll put it on the screen. Let's get the list going first. So we got the Swamp Witch, and in chat there's a Snow White Witch, the one that gives the apple, and that is a different witch from what's her name, Maleficent, right? Maleficent is a completely different witch.
Man, that's good. I don't know if they're based on the same person.
That's the same witch, right?
It is, yeah. I think it's the same.
Oh, that witch. That's the one. She turns into a fucking dragon, right? At the man, that is a dark Disney movie. She turns.
Oh yeah.
First off, it's a Disney movie, and she's talking about like hell, and she's like, "I'm the toughest thing in hell," and she becomes this huge dragon. God damn. Okay. Maleficent's definitely on the list. Who else?
Let's see. Looks like somebody in the chat also mentioned, and I was gonna mention this one as well. The witch from Hansel and Gretel.
What's her name?
I don't know that she had a name. I just know that, well, in the story at least, all I remember is they called her a witch or a little old woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, I have Hansel and Gretel witch. Got the swamp witch. What a. I'm guessing haggis because you mentioned haggis earlier.
Hey man,
You want haggis on there?
when it comes to witches, at least my personal opinion, Haggis is the top witch.
Haggis
She's the
top
one-
witch.
Nobody fucks with Haggis.
Well, I don't think anybody's gonna be fucking with haggis. You're right. But
Nobody fucks with Haggis.
okay. Okay. What about Nancy Downs from The Craft?
Man,
She was a goth chick, but she did use her power. She was able to like levitate, and she killed someone using her powers.
oh yeah,
right?
she killed a few people. I think
Yeah.
she's killed her stepdad that caused them to
Yeah.
come into all the insurance money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
By the way, any other purchases? If so, I could just down this beer right now. Teresa, Brad, hey, if y'all purchase a copy of Sour, let me know, and I'll down this beer right now, the whole bottle.
hey, Brad said Haggis was a better character than Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
Actually right.
That is true. That is true.
Pumpkinhead was a great movie, but Haggis was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was a big influence actually where the whole story of Sour goes too.
Okay,
Was
what about? Oh, sorry.
Haggis. No, you're fine. I was just saying that the story Sour, that was a big influence on how how it played out. Was Haggis, the witch from Pumpkinhead.
I definitely got that vibe, man. Got that vibe.
Love it.
Oh, I think Teresa said what? Oh, I was saying if you purchased a copy, whether it be paperback or ebook of Sour by Tony Evans, and if you send me some proof, at this point I'll take you at your word. Okay, right? Scout's honor, right? Down it. Okay.
Be chugging now, man.
Man. So Nancy Downs on the list. What about the Charmed girls? They're witches, right?
They are witches. Yeah. I guess it depends on if you are talking about the best witches, as in like the meanest or most badass type witches versus
Yeah.
different kind.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: Mary Poppins. Should she be on the list? I mean, she has some control over those kids. How is she able to just? I mean, she has so much power, but she could totally fuck things over, right? She could totally mess with people. What I'm getting at is, she's able to do things that no one else can really do, right? And if she had ill intent, she could totally ruin things for those kids, for everyone. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I'll let the chat decide about Mary Poppins.
yeah,
Mary
I wouldn't.
Poppins.
Well, I probably wouldn't put her on, but we'll see
sorry.
what they say.
What about the White Witch? Is it the White Witch from Chronicles of Narnia?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about her. That's a good witch, though. That's a good character.
Well, she's not a good character, but she's a
Right.
good character if she's not a good witch. Yeah. All right. What about Okay, what about Ursula? Would you consider Ursula a witch, or she's something
Yeah,
else? She's a witch, right?
No, she was a sea witch. They called her a sea witch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely. Well, she had very, very bad intentions. So yeah, that could. She could be on there. She would just be kind of lower on my personal list. But
Another very dark kind of dark Disney movie. You think about it, like that scene where they steal the souls and they see the soul all withered. Man, that's
Oh yeah,
haunting right there.
yeah,
God,
yeah.
man.
Disney used to be a lot better for that kind of thing than it is now. I feel like.
Yeah, I agree there.
I mean, they were talking about Snow White, and you were talking about Maleficent. But my daughter, she's 6 years old now, and we bought Snow White for her about a year ago and let her watch the old one.
Mm-hmm.
And that the part at the end where the old witch falls off the cliff and the buzzards go after her scared her to death.
Yeah.
Mean looking witch.
I think my kids were watching Lion King the other day, and the scene where damn it, his dad dies. That's sad. That got to them.
Oh yeah, that's sad. That's horrible.
Yeah.
I cried when that come on. I remember that.
The original, by the way, not the remake. So
Yeah.
all right, what about so Ursula's gonna be on the list. What about what's her name? Endora? Is that her name? I think she was on Bewitched.
Yeah.
She was the mom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's well. Again, I guess it depends on if you're talking about good, or good, bad good.
Well,
That show was not as dark.
well, yeah, it's a TV show, but she was like she had it in her power to be completely evil if she wanted to. She was fucking around with her husband because she just wanted to like prove to her daughter that she could use her powers. Be a witch. Be yourself. It's okay. I don't know. She could be on the list. Oh, Lily Munster.
Was it Lily Munster?
Is she a witch? I thought she was she's a witch.
I thought she was a vampire.
I thought she was a vampire too. But it's oh my god, her name escapes me right now. Adam's Family. Morticia. Morticia's a vampire. And Lily Munster is a witch. Is it right?
Oh no, I'm looking this up. That one's got me.
Yeah.
That one's got me. Yes.
Okay, what about we haven't mentioned any of the Harry Potter stuff because that's nothing but witches. And I don't want this to be a Harry Potter list. So is there one witch from Harry Potter that could be on this list potentially?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they say about that.
Just one. I would say if we could have one, have it be what's her name? The crazy goth chick, the Bellatrix. Is that her name? I don't really know. I don't really follow Harry Potter. But
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Harry Potter myself.
But she was kind of hot. And then she's kind of okay. Purchase. Thank you. See, Tony, this is how you do it. You know, you put your liver on the line, and let people know, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry this book came out and it was kind of silent, and I was busy doing shows daily in October.
Hey, man,
I missed this though.
Brad says Baba fucking Yaga.
Baba fucking Yaga. Who?
Yeah, he's talking about Baba Yaga or Baba Yaga. I think the Russian version of like a witchy type supernatural figure, the boogeyman, I think is what it was.
Okay. All right. So no one has commented on the Harry Potter thing. So, and I know there's a delay, but by now I think they should have heard. So I'll let them decide later on, I guess. So right now we have Hansel and Gretel Witch. Oh, what about because you mentioned this earlier in the before the show, The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh my god, that movie creeped me the fuck out. That movie creeped me out almost as bad as The Witch. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, so this will be a spoiler if you've not seen The Autopsy of Jane Doe, but that witch definitely deserves to be on the list, in my opinion. That was creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Mm. Have you watched that movie, Jesse?
I've seen The Witch, but I have not seen The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh man, that's a good one.
I need.
Completely different. Yeah, you should watch that. That's a completely different direction than what I thought was happening.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I've been kind of behind on movies lately, but I don't know if you noticed, but I've been doing movie reviews with SK and Tammy. So sometimes, well, actually, that gets me. It kind of encourages me to watch the movie and review it and whatever. So definitely be catching up. So probably do that. Let me take my ugly mug off the screen there. All right, so work on the list. Work on the list here, damn it. So Hansel Gretel Witch, The Autopsy of Jane Doe, Swamp Witch, Warlock. Why did I put Warlock? Oh,
Hey man, 1989, The Warlock.
that's right.
Yeah, Julian Sands.
All right.
See, he ate kids too, so he could fly.
Yeah,
I
he ate
remember
kids.
that.
And Haggis, the witch from The Witch. Okay. Nancy Downs. I put Piper Halliwell, but she could probably be taken off. Ursula, Endora, Witches of Eastwick. We haven't mentioned them.
The Witches of East. All I can think about is Jack Nicholson when I think of the Witches of East.
Oh, and also, what about Practical Magic?
Oh yeah,
Nicole Kidman
yeah.
and Sandra Bullock. Oh, that was one. That was one of the. I think one of the polls I put on here on this event. I mean, come on, man. When I think witches, they're actually the first. They're like the two that come to mind.
Oh yeah.
Should they?
Yeah. Oh,
First off, Practical
Nicole
Magic.
Kidman.
Like who would you hang out with? Would it be the Sandra Bullock witch or the Nicole Kidman witch?
Oh, that should be easy to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely go with Nicole Kidman.
Same here, man. The redhead all the way. She's doing a little bit of coke. That's okay. She's crazy. But you know, life is interesting when you're with someone like that, right? I don't know. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. It'd be wild. But I don't know if you know what, honestly, man, I don't know if I can handle her. I think she would wreck me, you know? So, okay, Witches of Eastwick. I'll put them on the list in case anyone. And Practical Magic. I don't remember their names, the character names.
Yeah, a lot of those I can't remember either.
I'll just call them Practical Magic Witches. The White Witch. I put Mary Poppins. Eva Ernest. I think I put that. From. What's that movie called? Witches, right? I think it's called Witches. That's the one where she's hiding behind this mask. She's taking off her mask. She eats kids. Of course, she eats kids.
Yeah.
I put Bellatrix here and Maleficent. Okay, so let's quickly do this because we've got other topics here tonight. On this list here, okay, well, what do we have? We got to do a top 10 list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got 17 here on the list. We got to eliminate 7, and then we can start doing this. What should we eliminate?
Oh man.
Wait, Julian Sands and Danzig are doing a movie together? Danzig?
Julian Sands and Danzig?
Damn. I'll just watch it just because Danzig, but yeah. Dan... Man, you know, I kind of miss it when I was like streaming on Spreaker, only not on YouTube. That way I could play like copyrighted music and no one really gives a fuck. I used to play like all sorts of rock and metal in the background, play some Danzig.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, we got to focus. We got to eliminate 7 off this list. All right, so the weakest one, talk about the top 10 witches of all media, though this pretty much looks like it's just movies right now. Top 10 witches of movies. We'll just do that.
Okay.
Who can we eliminate here?
Well, my thought on Mary Poppins. I would not put her on there, or Bellatrix. I guess one of those two I would eliminate.
Mary Poppins gone.
Yeah,
I would eliminate Bellatrix just because it's Harry Potter alone. And
yeah.
okay, bam, gone. I just want that to happen. Take off Piper. Piper's gone too. Easy.
So that's 3 down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's getting tough. Let's see.
Okay.
I would have said Endora, but you made a decent case for her, so that'll be a tough one.
I made a decent case, I guess, but she's nowhere near as evil as. Okay, I mean, put it in perspective about what makes for a good witch. What are we talking about here? Being evil?
Well, evil or just want to, yeah, I mean, want to cause harm to others for benefit of yourself, I guess.
Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be evil.
Okay, well, then, if that's the case, practical magic witches have done that. I mean, they killed that guy, and they try to, like, cover it up. That cop was totally on their case. He could have solved that fucking crime. He was sticking with his dick. He could not get past Sandra Bullock. God damn it. That would ruin a cop's career, man. He did shit like that. Man. Okay. Maybe we could get rid of Maleficent is way too evil. She turns into a fucking dragon. She's on the list.
She needs to stay on. You could almost take off the Swamp Witch from Legend just because she really never left the swamp.
Oh, so she's safe. You have to go to her.
Yeah, you kind of had to fall into her trap.
All right. You know what? I didn't put the Hocus Pocus chicks here, did I? I did not.
No.
You don't see Hansel and Gretel because the top 10 witches thing is kind of covering up, but it's there. It's there, Teresa. I mean, I could.
Yeah, I can see it at the very top.
I can take that off the list there. All right. Trying to keep the show informative so people come in later, they know what we're talking about, because that's one complaint, because it's loose dialogue, whatever. Okay. Hansel Gretel Witch, Autopsy Jane Doe Witch. Okay, wait. Warlock, Haggis, the Witch from the Witch, Nancy Downs, Ursula, Endora. Really, if I look at all of them, I don't think Endora really belongs.
Yeah, you could take her.
Even if Lily Munster was on the list, I don't know if she really belongs on the top 10 best if we're going with who's the most, it sounds like, evil. Because I don't know how many people Lily killed. I don't remember Lily Munster killing anyone.
Right, and I'm pretty sure she was a vampire. But that's that's my thoughts. I don't know.
What is the White Witch? The White Witch is the best witch. No, I'm just joking. The White Witch is the Chronicles of Narnia. She would probably say she's the best witch, actually. Because she's the Ice Queen. She's the best. Let's see. I think we now have 10. Let's see, one. Oh, we got to eliminate 2 more. Okay. Well, if we're going by, like, who's the most evil, I guess we would just eliminate the weaker links.
Yeah. That's pretty simple. So you've taken Endora off, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, there she goes.
Okay, so the Witches of Eastwick. The Hocus Pocus witches would be more evil than them, because they actually feed off kids. Yeah. Witches of Eastwick, they just tortured, they just, what's his name? You said his name earlier. I can't remember his name. God,
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. They just tortured him, and it was hilarious.
That was so good.
It was a good movie. and
Oh,
it's great, but they don't, if we're going with evil,
yeah, I agree
they
with
don't
you.
really fit. They don't fit.
Yes, I would take them off.
And this fits the tone of your book, Sour, because the witch in that book is pretty evil. But though the dad did kind of mess with her. If the
Oh
dad
yeah,
didn't do what he did, then she wouldn't have done what she done. You know.
that the witch at the start of the book. Yeah, she she did some pretty fucked up shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, the witch at the end. There, so this is the first of a few books that I'm going to do in like a series, and the witch at the end is a little different than the witch at the start, but she's also pretty evil. You'll you'll find that out later on.
Get rid of
Especially
Eastwick. Witch of
and
the did I put? Do I have Witch of the West?
no, I don't think she was on there. That's a
Oh,
classic.
oh, but she was going to be. Oh man, I totally forgot about her. But she was not that evil. Okay. I'd actually hang out more with her than the good preppy witch of the East or whatever. She was annoying. All right, so I think we're down to 10 now. Let's see one.
One, two,
Oh, we
three.
got one more to eliminate. Really? Because no one here seems to know who Eva Ernest is. We could just get rid of her, I guess. Right? Maybe?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
She's one of the least known out of the ones that are on here.
Right,
Yeah,
right. All right.
yeah.
So now we're down to 10. We can go the top 10 here. All right. Oh, which one? I think this might be easier to go from the top down. Who's the most evil witch in this whole group?
My thought is going to be Haggis.
Haggis is the most evil. Why is Haggis the most evil?
Well, she had this kind of evil do-gooder feel about her. You know, people came to her. Uh, People came to her to have wrongs righted, and she knew the consequences. She told them the consequences, but she still did it every time.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that she had this pact with Satan. She would do what she had to do to bring Pumpkinhead around, knowing that he was going to kill everybody. I love that. There's just something about it. I love her.
Okay.
That's just me. That's where I would go.
Brad T's saying Haggis is neutral, but you're saying Haggis is evil.
Yeah, is neutral. Hey, you remember? Okay, Brad.
Oh, he's
You've
calling
seen
you
the
out, Brad.
no, no. I'm
No. He's
you've
calling
seen
you
the
by
movie,
name.
obviously.
Hey, Brad.
You've seen the movie, obviously. But remember, think about the part where she's asking. His name is Ed Harley. She's asking him, you know, what he wants, and she says she can't bring his boy back to life. That's not within her power. But she says, "What do you want?" And he starts to get mad, and he wants revenge, but he won't say it. And she just keeps egging him on and taunting him until he finally tells her that he wants those people to die. And the way that she does it is just so evil. He's mad and he's crying and he's punching the wall, and she just looks at him and she says, you know, she says, "What do you want, Ed Harley?" And he hits the wall again and she says, "Say it." And he hits the wall again and she just looks and she says, "Say it." And finally he tells her and she smiles. She's got this horrible, evil smile on her face. That's evil. That is beautiful evil right there.
Yeah, so she could be neutral, but she's like, yeah.
She's like Woody Woodpecker. She's a fucking instigator of evil.
Okay. Okay. Say the one thing so that can happen to ruin your life. Okay. Okay. Now, how many kids has she killed?
Who Haggis?
Yeah, how many kids has Haggis killed? And this is, by the way, that statement, that's why this show gets demonetized on YouTube. Take that out of context. How many kids has this person killed? How many? Because Hansel and Gretel, that witch, how many kids did she kill?
Oh, that's untelling.
Right? Could be like
Yeah.
10, 20, 50. I don't know. Could be a whole school. Um,
Who knows?
I don't know, man. Haggis, I'll give you Haggis could go up there. You said for number one?
Oh man, well, who would you pick then, Jesse?
For the most evil here,
Yeah, I bet I know who you'll pick. I got a feeling.
well, I think out of all these witches, the one who probably killed the most kids and the most people and has the power to just the most powerful one is the cartoon one, Maleficent. But I know she's Disney. I know she's like a cartoon, but that witch is like more. Well, first of all, we're talking about movies, so they're all fake. But she definitely showed the most power. Like Haggis did not turn into a dragon, and but Haggis brought back Pumpkinhead, but that's not a dragon. Are you googling? Are you googling? Is Pumpkinhead a dragon? That's funny.
Well, he looked kind of like one when he was a child.
That's funny. That's funny. The witch from the witch is evil incarnate. Yes.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
She's probably going to be up there too, high up. That's evil. In her young form, she was pretty hot. So, but
oh yeah, hell yeah, she was.
in her old form, I was like, can you go back to the young form, please? Come on, man. Like the witch from, and we didn't even mention her from Game of Thrones. Whatever the fuck her name is, the red witch, whatever. I don't know. No one probably knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, I would say Maleficent, but it's between you and I. I guess we have to come to an agreement here.
Well, okay, all right. So here's what I'll tell you. Somebody keeps saying the Teresa's in here screaming Hansel and Gretel, which my God, she needs to be number one.
Okay, okay.
Let's go.
Do we have a body count of how many kids Hansel and Gretel witch has killed?
Well, think about this. Here's the problem. Okay, Maleficent. It's kind of shown who she's killing, and it's kind of insinuated, and that's fine. You can put her at the top. But when you think about witches like Haggis and Hansel and Gretel witch, they've been around. The way that the stories are told is it's shown that they've been around for a long time, like for hundreds of years, even maybe. And you just can't put a number on how many people they've eaten or killed.
True. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So I would settle for Maleficent to be at the top.
Be at the bottom?
At the top.
Oh, at the top. I'm about to say. I think practical magic witches would probably be at the bottom, honestly, because on this list, they're not the most evil. They just fucked up. Actually, they just kind of fucked up, and they. Now that I think about that movie, like he died because of a poison he put in the beer, so she did kill him. But they try to bring back. They're just trying to get out of a jam, so they'll probably be on the bottom. Let's see. So Hansel and Gretel, witch number one. I'll do that for the chat. I'll do that for Teresa. Okay. Hey, how's it going? All right. Number two. Who's number two? Say Haggis?
I would say Haggis, but I'll settle for Maleficent if you really want to push it. I could settle for that.
I mean, I would say a dragon's better than well, I'll put Haggis. I'll put Haggis. Because it looked like I don't know if the Maleficent witch really went after kids. It went after like Sleeping Beauty and stuff.
Yeah, anybody that was supposed to be prettier than her, maybe, or better than her.
Yeah, it's a whole vanity thing. So she can get over that garbage. Now that I think about it, if you put it in perspective, okay, the autopsy of Jane Doe witch. Did she kill kids?
She didn't kill. She killed anybody, I think, who So the point behind that story is that she I think she was burned at the stake, or she was going to be burned at the stake or something, and she found a way to kind of transport and get into different people's bodies and live all those hundreds of years. So I don't know really how many people she killed. She would probably be close to halfway down, or maybe just a bit further down.
Okay.
Based on the list that's here.
All right. So number 4, let's see, who has killed the most? Oh, it has to be the witch from The Witch, right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right, let's put that there on number 4.
Yeah.
And let me know what you guys think, if that needs to be changed. This kind of reminds me when they did the top 10 candy bars. People had a riot about that. Let's see, number 5. Let's see, number 5, halfway down. Okay. So you have the Warlock, you have the Autopsy of Jane Doe Witch, Nancy Downs, Ursula. Did Ursula even really kill anyone? She just stole their soul. I mean, you still live as a dingleberry, like stuck to a cave. I mean, I'm almost done. I'm getting through it. Teresa. We're going.
I would go Warlock with Julian Sands next.
Warlock. Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Number 6. I would put the White Witch.
That's good. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. All right. And number 7. Man, I can tell you right now, number 10 out of this, as long as you don't object, would probably be the Practical Magic Witches. Because, I mean, they didn't really, like I said, they're just kind of get out of jam. Nicole Kidman made a mistake. Well, she was trying to get out of that abusive relationship, man. You know? You can kind of see it. All right. Ursula.
So that'll be number 10, right? The Practical Magic.
So we got Nancy Downs, Ursula, and the Autopsy of Jane Doe. The way I look at this is, okay, who's more menacing? Ursula is definitely much more menacing than Nancy Downs. Nancy Downs might have killed a few people, but she can't turn into she's not like a fucking kraken. She's not coming out of the water and breaking ships and shit.
Yeah, she's not a sea squid or sea octopus or witch. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's good.
Now, someone could be like, well, she's a cartoon. Talk about cartoons and movies. I mean, they're all fake. They're all fake characters. But so, I mean, would you object to putting Ursula at number 7? Or do you think...
No, that's probably good.
All right. And then, where does Autopsy of Jane Doe Witch go? 8 or 9?
I would do 8 on her, and I would do Nancy at 9. And I think that'll pretty much round it out.
Nancy at 9?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Oh, and I'm looking at the chat here. Shitfaced. Not yet. We're just having fun with the list. Just making it kind of going over the characters and all that stuff.
You got to make good points. It's good arguments. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you got to make it mean something. All right, so number 1, Hansel and Gretel, and then you have Haggis, you got Maleficent, you got the Witch from The Witch. Number 5 is Warlock. Number 6 is the White Witch. Number 7, Ursula. 8, Autopsy of Jane Doe. 9, Nancy Downs. 10, Practical Magic Witches. Which now I think probably could have been changed to Hocus Pocus, but okay, whatever. We're doing this live on the fly. Okay.
It'll go. That's fun.
Yeah. All right, now later on in the show, we'll be going over the caption contest and the group event and be giving out paperbacks and ebooks. So that's not up next. What we're talking about next is actually, I got a quiz. For Tony here of whether or not he thinks he's actually a witch.
Oh, God. Okay.
But first, do you even know what a witch is, Tony?
Do I know what a witch is?
Yeah. Do you know what a witch is? I mean, we talked about that earlier in the beginning, and you sound like you did. But there's a quiz, and I'm going to quiz you on it right now.
Okay.
Let's see what you know about witches.
Okay.
If this quiz will load.
Okay,
right.
so is this like a multiple choice quiz?
It is. All right. This quiz is the ultimate witches quiz from, I guess, how stuff works. So we'll see if this is any good. Number 1, the word pagan comes from the Latin pagani, which means what? Evil, home dweller, flying object.
Oh God. Give them to me.
Don't Google. Don't Google. I can hear you Googling.
No, I'm responding to somebody actually. Give them to me again. Say it.
Okay. The options are: what does the word pagan mean? Evil, home dweller, or flying object.
I'm gonna get okay. It probably I know it doesn't mean evil.
Okay.
Home dweller or flying object.
Yeah, like
I'll go with home. I'll go with home dweller.
Okay, you are correct. You are correct. All right.
I don't like to lose, by God. I'm going to get this. Let's do it.
All right. During the Salem witch trials of 1692, the 2 girls who accused women of practicing witchcraft may have suffered from what condition? Epilepsy, Tourette syndrome, clinical hysteria.
I'll say clinical hysteria, but it could also be B. But I'll go with clinical hysteria.
Clinical hysteria.
Yes.
Okay. You are right. You are correct, according to this quiz here. All right. Now I'm probably gonna mispronounce this, but the Malleus Maleficorum, published during the Roman Inquisition, established what long-standing stereotype about witches? Witches are predominantly women. Black cats accompany witches. Witches wear pointy hats.
That's probably the presence of a familiar, so it would probably be the black cats.
You are wrong. It is witches are predominantly women. Yeah.
Okay.
So you would have been right if you just went like, fuck it. They're probably a bunch of assholes. Probably just mad at women or something. So
okay.
All right. How long did witch hunts last in Europe? 50 years, 150 years, 300 years. And Becky, I'll give away a book. I'll tell you what. I'll give away a book right now for someone in the chat. Wait, I think everyone in the chat has a copy of the book. Oh, wait. There's someone new. I haven't seen him. Vitaly. All right. Look. If you're new right now watching and you don't have a copy, you want a paperback, just say, I want a fucking paperback. The first person who says that gets a copy. Gets one. Just say it. Just say that. I want a fucking paperback. You got to say the word. You got to say it. Just say, I want a fucking paperback, goddammit. All right. The first person who says that gets a paperback.
This cat's driving me nuts in here.
All right. So, did he answer the question? How long did the witch hunts last?
In Europe, they lasted. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's either 150 or 300 years. I'm just gonna guess 150.
150?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It is actually 50. No, I'm just joking. It was 300. It was 300 years. It lasted way too long. It should have just ended. You know, they really liked burning people back then.
Yeah, I guess.
What does a witch's broomstick symbolize? Fertility, death, protection, dildos. I'm sorry, that last one was not me. What does the witch's broomstick symbolize? Fertility, death, or protection?
Well, it's probably something that I'm completely not thinking, but I'll say it's probably fertility, but I'll say protection.
Wait. Are you sure? Before
Yeah.
Go with Go with your gut. You're going with protection?
I'll say, if I'm going with my gut, you're trying to sway me here. I'll say fertility.
You are right. It's fertility. I didn't even know you were right beforehand. I
just have a feeling.
You gotta. Okay, the reason why the broomstick connection, which began during the Renaissance, is mostly closely associated with fertility. Okay, women used brooms to clean the house. In some cultures, included broomsticks and rituals to promote fertility and bountiful harvests. I don't. What did they also use it as something else? I mean, I'm just curious.
Hey,
you
curiosity is a good thing.
We've been around for a long time, and our needs have not changed. They're the same now as they were back then. So, anyway, the Wiccan religion, which draws on ancient pagan beliefs and rituals, was created where? United States, Britain, Ireland.
Oh God, that's tough. It's either Britain or Ireland. I don't think it was done in the United States.
All right, which one?
I'll go with Ireland.
Ireland?
And it better not be the fucking United States because I'm gonna lose it.
No. You'd be wrong. No, Britain.
Damn it. I should have known that.
Yeah, the Brits did that. That's okay. That's okay.
Well, I think it's obvious that I'm not a witch. This is where this is headed.
Why are black cats associated with witches? Ancient Celts sacrificed black cats during Samhain. Old women often kept cats around the home for company. The cat's dark color was connoted with evil during the Inquisition. Oh. Okay.
Let's see. Shoot those to me again.
Okay, so why are black cats associated with the witches? Ancient Celts sacrificed black cats during Samhain. I'm not sure if I said that right. Old women often kept cats around in the home for company. The cat's dark color was connoted with evil during the Inquisition.
God, that sounds like it would probably be right, but I'm gonna say
the last one.
I'm gonna say it's because old women kept black cats around, but that's probably wrong.
Well, before I even find out, like go with your gut. Go with like these motherfuckers back then were going with the basic stereotype. Like is that it?
I mean, so if you're going to go with that, I would probably go with C. It had to do with the color.
C is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Now, before you say I'm feeding him answers, I'm just helping him. I'm just helping him. I guess a little bit. Just a little bit.
Feed me that.
But I don't even know what's the right answer. I'm just saying how.
If you would be feeding me the answers, you would want me to be a witch.
Yeah.
So
right.
that doesn't make any sense.
It's at the end of this episode. I'm gonna burn you.
Yeah.
No. The magic of modern witchcraft is technically referred to as what? Magic with a K. Sorcery. Hexing.
Oh, fuck. That is tough.
I don't even know. My gut. I don't even know.
That one I'll say magic with a K.
Hey, Vitaly, there in the chat. Do you already have a copy of Sour of Tony Evans' paperback? If so, I mean, if not, we can make that happen. Just say in the chat that you want a fucking copy of the book, and you get it. I'm sorry, Tony. What was the answer?
Shit, I forgot what the question was. I'll say
the magic.
I'll say it's magic with a K. Yeah,
magic with a K. You are correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we all know magic needs more K's, I guess. All right. What is a male witch called? Warlock, wizard, or witch?
I will call him a warlock.
Okay. Wrong. It's actually a witch.
Shit.
Male witches are still called witches as opposed to warlocks. The term warlock is actually an insulting meaning, or an insult meaning, oath breaker. Oh, what? Really? Okay. So there are male witches. You just be a witch, not a warlock. So look at that. You learn something every day. Look at it. If Wickeds perform magic intended to harm someone else, what will supposedly happen? The devil will visit them. Their evil magic will return to them threefold. They'll be banned from the coven.
I would imagine that it'll return threefold on them. That's probably similar to voodoo.
Yeah, that's what I was told too. And that's true.
Yeah.
Is that... Wow. Those are all. Calculating your results.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm very anxious to see, though. I imagine I will not be a witch.
Oh, I have to click a link to view my quiz results here. Okay. Well, Vitaly, is that a no, as in you don't have a copy? Okay. Do you want a copy of the paperback? If so, all you have to say is, give me the fucking book. And you got it. It's like I'm really trying to give it to him, huh? All right. So we established that you may. Let me click on the results. Let me see if you know which as well. You scored 60%. So
okay, a D.
Kind of, sort of. Okay. Now, when the last quizzes, and then I'll get into the other caption contests and be giving other stuff out. Is, are you a witch? Could you, in fact, be a witch? Let's see. You ready, Tony?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Witch test. Are you a witch? Question 1 out of 29. Okay, we'll go through this fast. True or false? Sticking a knife in the ground keeps it from raining. Of course, works like a charm. What? False. Third option. I don't know that trick. Sounds interesting.
Fuck. I don't know that trick, but it does sound interesting.
Okay. All right, clicked it. This quiz is slow. What the I'm not... Okay, there we go. Which... Have you ever had a dream that came true? Yes, many times. Maybe once or twice. Yes, it was a crazy coincidence. Or never.
Yeah, maybe once or twice.
Okay. Have you ever correctly guessed the gender of a pregnant woman's baby?
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
I mean, are you right? The options are, yep, I'm right every single time. Yeah, but it's a 50% chance you'll be right. Or C, that's silly.
I'll say a 50% chance.
50% chance. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Your significant other has a headache. What do you do? Give him or her aromatherapy treatment and essential oils. Tell them to lay down for a pressure points massage. Make them drink water. Give them an aspirin. What do you do?
Well, I'm too lazy to give a massage. So, and I don't have any essential oils here, so I'll say give them an aspirin.
Give them an aspirin?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, how many pages is Sour? I don't know that offhand. I probably should. I can take a look right here.
Is he talking about the paperback or
the paperback?
Ebook.
The paperback.
The paperback's 158 pages.
158 pages.
Yeah, 158, 159, depending on if you look at the last page.
How many times have you ever won a giveaway or raffle? You win them like every time?
Does it have options?
Yeah. I always win those things, maybe once or twice. Never. I don't like to participate.
Maybe once or twice.
Okay. Are you good at staring contests? I have no idea. No, I always blink or start laughing. Yes. Nobody can beat me in a staring contest.
Oh yeah, I'm good at those.
Okay. You're probably a witch then. Have you ever had an urge to pick up a pretty or interesting rock off the ground and take it home with you? You take home rocks? You pick up rocks from the ground and pick them up?
Yeah, I mean, I do.
Okay.
I was pretty big into geology for a while, so yeah, I do.
So maybe once or twice. No, never. Oh, yes, I have a collection.
Yeah, I've got a collection.
pretty cool. What is your preferred pet? Fish, birds, dogs, cats, none of above.
Oh, cats, definitely. I absolutely love cats. As you could tell by mine that's yelling at me.
When a storm is coming, what do you think? Yes, I love storms. No, my garden and plants are going to get ruined. Oh, I hate the rain. Perfect time for Netflix and chill.
I like thunderstorms. I actually like to sit out on my front porch during thunderstorms and read or do some writing.
I don't know, Tony. You might actually be a witch here. Do you use a lot of spices and herbs in your cooking? I just follow the recipe. No, I don't like my food plan. What? No, I don't. I like my food plan. Yes, I love using random spice and herbs in all my dishes. And D, I don't cook.
Yeah, I use them. I definitely use them. I spice the shit out of my food.
You got to. You got to put the flavor in there. As a kid, man, if you did something bad, you would most likely run and hide, apologize immediately, blame someone else. I don't remember.
Oh, man. If I done something bad, would I run and hide or blame somebody else?
Or apologize immediately.
Okay. I thought the run and hide and apologize were two separate things.
Yeah.
Or
run and hide,
the same thing.
And apologize immediately, blame someone else, and I don't remember.
I would apologize.
That's a good characteristic. What do you use to make your house smell nice? Bleach and other cleaners, incense and essential oil diffusers, air freshener sprays like Febreze, aromatic candles.
Oh, man. It would be candles, aromatic candles.
All right. When it comes to difficult decisions, how do you tend to react? With my brain, with my heart, with parts of both?
Say the answers one more time. With my brain?
With my brain, with my heart, with equal parts of both.
With equal parts of both, definitely.
Oh, look at that. Before giving a job interview, before going on a job interview, you pray that I'll do well, practice interviewing and research the company, practice the law of attraction, and do a confidence mantra. All of the above.
Probably all of the above. I like that.
We're almost done, guys. Almost done. Do you think that the moon can give you energy? Yes, of course. Of course not. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Now that's tough. I think the moon definitely has an impact on our mood. So I guess I'll say yeah, definitely.
Okay. This is interesting. I'm actually liking this quiz. Do you have any success? Do you have any success rituals? Okay, sorry. Do you have any success rituals? Yes, more than 2, maybe 1. No, not yet. I don't have rituals of any kind.
Yeah, I think most people do. So yeah, I've got a couple.
Yeah, could be crack open a beer, Do you know your Chinese zodiac sign?
Chinese zodiac sign.
I knew, but I already forgot it. What is that?
I knew, but I may have forgotten it. So let's just go with I knew, but I probably already forgotten it.
I'm the pig. That's what I remember.
I think I'm a rat, but I'm not sure. You're a pig.
Yeah, I'm a pig. There's no surprise there. Choose the most enjoyable housework from the list. Watering plants, cooking or gardening, washing dishes, sweeping and mopping floors.
Definitely watering plants.
That's the easiest one.
Yeah,
you can feel yourself starting to get sick. What do? Rest, drink orange juice, and get some sleep. Go to the doctor, find some over-the-counter medicine, make herbal tea and chicken soup, and do some positive thinking.
Nah. First thing I do is rest and drink orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vitamin C usually helps.
I think so. Maybe if it doesn't, it makes me feel like it does. So.
Right? All right. You could feel... What do you do? What? Okay. Sorry, this quiz is acting out. How would you describe yourself socially? I'm very popular with lots of friends. I'm more of a loner. I'm somewhere in the middle.
I'm probably somewhere in the middle.
Okay. I think I might have skipped the question, but that's okay. Do you talk to yourself out loud? Always, but I'm not crazy, I swear. That's me. Sometimes I do. I don't know. I will ask. No, never.
Sometimes I do.
You need to ask yourself.
I don't know all that.
Do I talk to myself? Do you often get hunches about things? All the time. Sometimes. It's happened before, but not often. No.
Yeah, all
never.
the time.
All the time. You get hunches. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like to meditate? No, I do not meditate. Sometimes, but it's hard. I meditate every day, almost every day.
Yeah, fuck that shit. No, I don't.
It's hard, huh? What is your
It's
favorite movie genre? Action, fantasy, horror, comedy, drama.
That's definitely horror.
Okay. Do you know how to read a tarot card deck? Yes, I do. I don't, but I've always wanted to learn. No, that's not my thing. What is tarot?
Nope. I do
Nope.
not know.
Do you want to know?
Sometimes it would be interesting to know what some of the cards are supposed to mean, but I mean, I don't really have a real push to sit down and learn.
Okay, so it's not your thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
All right,
fair.
we're almost done. A few more questions. What do you think about astrology? It's garbage. It's something I study. It sounds fake, but I don't know. It sounds interesting, but I like to have my chart done someday.
Astrology is interesting, but it is garbage. It is absolute garbage.
Okay. It's garbage. What do you think about The Secret and the law of attraction? I think it's ridiculous. You have to work hard to get what you want. Not wish hard. I've never really looked into it before. It's interesting, I guess, but I don't know. The Secret works amazingly well if you apply it.
It's interesting, but I don't really know.
All right, 2 more questions. What's your favorite time of the day? Midnight, morning, afternoon, evening, all of them.
Definitely not morning. So we'll go with the evening.
Yeah, it's a good time. Mornings
Yeah.
suck. I hate mornings.
Yeah, mornings are horrible.
Are you a witch? Yes. I think so. I'm not sure. No, of course not.
The question is, am I a witch? Is that what it said?
Are you a witch?
No, I don't think so.
So no, of course not.
Yeah, no, of course not. I don't think I'm not a witch.
Okay, we did all that. You are 75% witch. I know that quiz took longer than I thought, but we found out that Tony Evans is actually 75% witch. So, the book Sour comes from an authentic source. Look at that. Look at that.
There you
Tony
go.
Evans is actually
Okay.
speaking from what he knows. He knows witches. If you haven't already purchased a copy of Sour, do so. All right.
Yeah, go get it. It's good.
Go get it.
Also,
Go be a go-getter. All right, let me go take a look at what's going on here in the event page here. All right, one moment.
yeah.
Any questions in the chat real fast? Any questions at all for Tony Evans before I shift gears to which will essentially be kind of wrapping up the show, but be also the part where a lot of the giveaways happen. Let me do this.
Yeah, I will say that there's a book, and this is not mine, but I'm going to go ahead and say that this book is fantastic. Really quick while you're doing this, Jesse.
Sure.
It's called Kill Creek by Scott Thomas, and it kind of gave me some ideas for this book as well. So if you've read that and you like it, definitely you should take a look at mine. But it's kind of a combination of that, some of the old urban legends or folk tales I was told as a kid, and a little bit of the haggis Pumpkinhead direction.
Okay.
Just to kind of give you an idea without spoiling it.
Okay. Now I'm going to refresh the Facebook page one last time to go through the discussion part to give out giveaways. All right. Going through it now. Let's see. We got a caption contest. Oh, some of this stuff I don't even know what's going on. Hopspin ill mind of Hobson 5. Was that Becky? Was that part of the caption contest, or was that just video just to get caption on? Here we go. Here's definitely a caption contest right here. This what the fuck is that? Is that the Nacho? Is that a witch? What is that? It looks like the Wicked Witch of the West, right there. No comments there, so nothing to give out there. Let's see. What is your witch name? You got Brad Attorney, which he already has a copy, but so no giveaways there. And then of course you have Deadman's Tome there. Okay. Let's go down further. No, looks like no comments on I was rear-ended, which is funny.
That is a funny picture, though.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. Let's see. True or false? A Pope once confirmed that witches exist. We covered that here. Let's see anything in the comment section. Amy Sparks. Does Amy Spark already have a copy of the book?
Not that I know of.
She might get one. Let's see. Teresa Scott Matthews. Where the fuck am I? Let's see. And then you got anyone who drinks. Oh, here we go. Another caption contest. You have a cat with a witch's hat. Okay. You got Tony Evans and Beautiful One. Andy Bove. Beware the chant of meow. You got Tracy Scott Matthews saying bitchy cat. I think Andy Bove, who doesn't already have a free copy, might get a free copy. I don't know. I mean, what would your caption be here? You see this image. What do you think? Beware the chant of meow. Meow.
Okay. Great, man. That sounded good.
Yeah. I could do a pretty good cat. Introduce yourself. Let's see. Amy Sparks, she introduced herself. I push a massive lab off my feet like a boss. Oh, that sounded wrong at first. Massive Labrador. Okay. I don't know what I thought that meant. Now I think about it. Well, that's not very exciting. Okay. Not much in the but that's. How do we know you're dating a witch? There we go. Amy Sparks had a good one. Right here. Does it count if I collected the bones of the dead animal and put them together with wire and screws when I was 11? That was a good comment. I like that. I like that one. So Amy Sparks might actually win this for a legit reason. Let's see. Top 10 witches of all time. Who responded? Okay. Someone actually said Pumpkinhead's Hag and the Witch, and then
Told you, man.
Mira Gulch and the Crone from the 13th Warrior. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
and then we have, which witch would you prefer to hang out with? Sandra Bullock or Nicole Kidman? Someone put Stevie Nicks. So, okay, okay, but Sandra Bullock still won. Sandra Bullock is like the woman you bring home to see your mom, right? She's the one you make a family with. Nicole Kidman is the.
Nicole Kidman would definitely be the way to go.
Yeah, you know, and I say that she's the wild one, but Keith Urban seems to be doing all right. Like, they're still together. I haven't really followed up with that. Last time I heard that they're still together. Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman. So, I mean, I still go Nicole Kidman. You see I voted there. But we have stuff to give out. We have giveaways, man. But I think everybody who's in the comments, in the chat, already has a copy of the book. So, what I will tell you now, what I'll tell you is that if you could rope some other motherfucker in right now, in the chat for the live show, just share this stream. Be like, man, these people were talking about witches. They talking about a bunch of stuff. Did a top 10 witch list. They even quizzed the guest about whether or not he's a witch or not, because he's planning on to hang him or burn him or give him a pass. I'll let you guys decide. If you rope,
I was coming here to get burned at the stake.
I got the rest of this beer here. It's actually halfway. I'll chug it in one go. If you just rope someone in right now, just share it. Be like, man, come on in here. All you have to do is say, I want a copy of the book, damn it. Just tag someone. Tag anybody. Come on. Let's make it happen. Come on, Amy Sparks, make it happen. Come on, Brad T, make it happen. Yeah, just share it to someone on Facebook or Twitter. Have them come in on the chat right now. Right now. Okay? And all they have to do is say, I want a copy of the book, damn it. That's all they have to do. And I'll chug this beer and they get a copy. Y'all like that? I like that.
That's fair to me.
I want to give stuff out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want to do. There's Nicole Kidman right there. Yeah. One of my crushes, man. If only. Like, you know, one thing we did talk about is in your book, one of the themes that were liked is the whole like, I don't know if you want to call it like the sin of your father, but it kind of has that, right? Like, what happens, the crux of it is the crux of it is the father fucked up. The father fucked up and did something that led to his son dying. Kind of, you know, but that's like the first chapter. But he does things to avenge. I mean, that's huge, right? That's pretty massive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I don't want to ruin too much of it for anybody who's going to read it, but yeah, that's essentially what happens, and he does it kind of by accident.
Yeah,
but you know, witches don't care if you do it by accident,
right? And it kind of makes sense why he did it, because it's not like anyone would really believe or anything, because what are witches, right? So It seems like a simple mistake. It cost him big time.
It cost him a lot. Yeah. But it cost him a lot.
There's two things I liked about that, more than that, but two things I would definitely want to talk about here real fast is, one, are you aware of any situation where, like, and then we can go dark here, we don't have to, but a situation where, like, a father's done something that really fucked up their son or daughter for the rest of their life? And then the second thing is, to what extent would you go to avenge the death of your son or daughter? God forbid. Knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah. To what extent would you go to avenge the death of a child? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, of your loved one.
I would do anything if it was my child.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think most parents would say that. I would hope.
I would think so as well. Like, there would be hell to pay, man. It would not be pretty.
Brad's gonna kill us if we ruin the book. Not gonna ruin it, man.
No, not ruin anything. In fact, if anything, talking about the themes to kind of help, I guess, hype it up. Not hype it up, but just talk about the themes more, what it means and all that. But yeah, that theme there, that concept of how far you'll go, to what length you'll go. Like vengeance, man, that could take you to a level, take you to a place you didn't think you were gonna go, right? Like there's things you do in the heat of the moment when you're angry at someone that you thought you would never do.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's true. That's how life is. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get down to the ultimate themes of it, you've got it's definitely urban legend type thought, but then you have really close family ties, and and revenge or vengeance. I mean, this is kind of a combination of about 4 different short stories that I've had published several different places, and they all kind of come together to form this little mythology about witches. And yeah, I mean, this is just like I said, this is the first in a couple or 3 books, and hopefully you all enjoy them.
I think they will. I mean the way you wrote it, it reads well, you know.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
I could relate to the characters. I could see why they did what they did, even though it was like, man, you're going to that length. It's like, yeah, I mean, you're driven by revenge. You're gonna do that sort of thing. And the whole the first question, the whole like father's doing something that like fucks with their kids for long term. We can get all dark there. Don't really need to. But one thing that came to mind is, like, I have this friend. He has the same name as his father, so like Jesse Jr. He's not me, but he's like a kid I grew up. Now it sounds like myself was my friend. That's not what it is. I had this friend. His name was also Jesse. His dad's name was also Jesse, but because he shared the name of his dad, every time they did a credit check on him, it got fucked up. It got fucked up bad because his dad's credit was shit. It was horrible. It was abysmal. And so I guess they didn't link it to Social Security because it's like you think they would, but it wasn't just a junior thing. It was like a prefix. It was like the third. You know, it got down to, it was like because his father was like Jesse the second, and then so he was like Jesse the third and all that. So he was like, man, like my parents fucked my life like that in a way. But then you also hear stories where parents will actually use their kids' information on purpose to, I guess, benefit from taking extra credit that they're going to use and not pay back, which is going to fuck up their kids' credit for in the rest of their life. That's shit, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true though.
All right, man. Guys, I killed some time. I was helping sell this book some more. We haven't roped anyone else in here to help give out another free book. Man, it's... Okay. But, hey, if y'all enjoyed this, press the like button, share, subscribe. I enjoy doing this. Of course, you know, I like streaming, I like doing this stuff. Tony Evans, man, you're great on the show and great talking about your book, talk about witches.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It's no problem, man. I've been needing to do this because, I mean, your book came out in October. We didn't do a release party then. It's not just you. We also have another release party next weekend. We'll talk about that coming soon. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this. Press the like button, share, subscribe. You guys take it easy. Unless someone else has another question. But I think we're good. Thanks. All right, I'm going to end the stream now.